Hello. So, these videos are getting a teeny bit more attention, a little bit by little bits. I am really sorry for last video, the mic, this little thing. So this is the only microphone that I've found so far that's wireless and has a like aux plug-in, which is what this computer camera has. But the Bluetooth adapter died last time. One set in. So not only did I charge it a little bit already, I'm remembering to charge it even more right now. But on another note, I want to kind of get a good record of my split going now that I've changed it. So hence why this is coming out sooner than I'm picking up the rate a teeny bit. Because now it's a push-pull legs instead of a chest back, arms legs. So I kind of want to get a little good baseline record of that down in that order before I just kind of record whatever I feel like recording, which is what I normally do. The extra food has definitely been helping. Yesterday's push day was pretty awesome. I tried to learn from the last one that I recorded, but I was feeling pretty juicy. So this time I got a little bit of carbs in this shake. 100 calories worth of the raw replenish carbs and pre-workout, obviously. Also, speaking of my stuff getting more attention, one of my shorts hit 1K views for the first time. It's my first piece of anything, I think, to hit more than 1,000, or to hit 1,000. I think I paid for one ad on Instagram once, and it got 2,000, but the rest of my stuff did not do as well. And nothing I've made without paying for it to do better, which was only that one time, has reached 1,000. So that's pretty sick. I don't think it was necessarily my best posing ever, but hey, whatever the people like. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure as hell not going to complain. And not every posing, not every workout needs to be your best ever. But I guess consistency really does it. I guess there's really not much more to it than that. That just doing blank consistently gets better at blank. Right? So, I'm gonna try to keep this pre-workout yap short, so that I can give you my thoughts throughout the workout and after. I'll see you then. Yeah, today's back, biceps, and shoulders, by the way. I forgot to mention. So, I'll be right in there. Okay, so I hope the whole mic system works. Gonna start off with some single arm pull downs, just with like a normal D handle and stuff, just lightweight, real warm. The cable isn't long enough.
it like completely bottoms out at the end of every rep. So we're gonna have to change out the handle on this. Every single time I try to get a good song or a good set, my headphones disconnect halfway through and instantly reconnect the second I put the weight down. Sorry. I mean bad vibes. It's just frustrating. Okay. After like 3 seconds of testing, it's because the mic Bluetooth interferes with it. It's because I put it too close to my headphones. So I'm going to put it on my neck instead. Although I'm not facing the camera, so it's probably going to disconnect anyway. So if the audio sounds weird, that's why. Time for a row. I did a trial weight. Felt really light. It's too much. I'm going to do that at a time. Yeah, I hope that's an okay position and you don't get crushed. I'm going to get a better song first. Hold on a moment. I'll probably just skip past this. I'm feeling pretty fickle about my music today. Good enough. Always start with the Sorry, the mic got tossed around a little bit. Okay, number 2, a little lighter. Starting with the opposite side this time, since I'm only doing 2 sets. Holy moly. Sorry, I'm breathing on the mic. That was good. Another on this machine, or both hands at the same time. That should be good. Okay, so kind of a little bit less. I'm thinking for more of a hold, squeeze, kind of both handed set. There's no good spot to put this thing. It is enormous. Okay, definitely a more like upper back trap focused row. I'm gonna do some shrug direct trap work later. But I'm not gonna need much after this. However, it does mean that I can make room for a more lat biased row. Something a little lower, more down, like a close grip cable or something. But we'll see what's next. Okay, so it's kind of crowded in here, and I spoke of close grip cable rows. So I guess that's what we're doing next. Gotta pick another song. There we go. Good enough. Oh, that's all I got for that. Good and heavy. Another though. That was. Whew. Okay. Same weight for another one. Good and intense. Oh, no, Charlie. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Overestimated my strength a little. Nothing more drops that won't fix. Probably do something other than back, like a shoulders or a biceps, and then back to a back at the end. Thinking maybe shoulders. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do some shrugs, then some shoulders, side delts first. But obviously, I'm next to a mirror. It's kind of crowded. If I have to put this away, I'll put it away. Okay, solid. So, I might superset, actually. We'll see. Alternating is what I've decided. Okay, so just a quick trap drop set with that. That should be all that's required. So then I'm going to do a solid amount of shoulders, some more back, and some biceps. And that should be it. This new split tends to, at least I tend to make my workouts a bit longer. I mean, not really complaining. Okie dokie. Back to more lateral raises. Okay, solid stuff.
No.
Okay. Onto some cables for rear delts and some side delt finishers. Okay. There's times when you gotta improvise. Now is one of those times. This is the only cable I found that's open, and it's one that's like stuck to the top. So some kind of weird angle face pulls is what we're doing. Too light, and the camera's in the wrong spot. It's going to be biceps. Not too many exercises. It's, they get worked with back activities, and then some assisted pull-ups, methinks, or a back finisher, or some pullovers on the cables, whatever's available.
Well, first some leg warm-up.
Then that was a little less than I maybe hoped for. We'll do something again, but lighter. Okay, I think I'm going to try slightly lighter and hammer, and just see how long I can go. Okay, pretty solid stuff. Yeah, we'll see a finisher. Maybe barbell.
Since it seems like my biceps
are already pretty beat up from general back work, I think this is going to be the last one.
That's it.
Okay, so some pullovers, probably a set or two, just to kind of, refill up the back. That was good, definitely two, I think. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad I threw in another back finisher at the end, just to, if only to repump a little bit. And I feel like the extra volume definitely couldn't hurt.
You look pretty nuts. Thanks.
My chest is still a little tight from yesterday. Just a couple more and then we'll be done. I mean, I think that's pretty much it, right? Already losing a little bit of leanness, but nothing too crazy. Feeling wide though. See you in the car.
Hello. So, that was a pretty good workout. It was pretty crowded in there. I tried to get good angles when I could, and talk when I could. But I also don't really want to be too intrusive. I'm a little out of breath and a little scatterbrained from that. That was good. I really enjoyed the like the close grip cable rows. They were nice. I don't always do those, but I feel like just a good hefty toss it around set, like still controlled, like I'm not hurting myself, but make it a little nasty, and it benefits it, especially in contrast to those single arm machine rows I was doing earlier. Well, the double set I think was a little slow and squeeze, or it was a lot of slow and squeeze. The single arm ones were a little bit, they weren't too crazy, but they were definitely hefty, that's for sure. There was some serious mass on those. I did 90 per hand on that very first set. Of course, I only did 7 reps per side, but sue me. I would have liked to do some single-sided pull-downs at the beginning, but sadly that specific gym doesn't have any cable like pull-down stations with the seat and the leg pad and stuff that are tall enough for me. Sorry about that. That are tall enough for me, because I'm a tall guy. I don't really have a very long torso, but I got long ass limbs. I got long arms, so I can reach all the way up and bottom out on the top of the thing, except with certain handles. So I couldn't really do that. But you may do those. Pull downs are still pretty solid. Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to schedule it, like when to do what. That's going to be a learning process for these pull days, because back is obviously the main focus. I want to grow my back, especially my lats. But everything else, needs its own work too. So like I don't know whether to do all of back, then do shoulders and biceps. Whether to sprinkle it in there so that my back gets a little bit of a break, or whether giving it a break is a bad thing and you should just hammer it straight through until it's done. It'll be a learning process, experimenting with different styles. And I feel like nothing necessarily wrong with that. A lot of going from beginner to intermediate and intermediate to advanced is just kind of experimenting and finding out what you like, whether it be with splits, with exercises, with diet. It's all a learning process about finding out what you like with your mind and your body, and what agrees with each other, what makes the most progress while being the most enjoyable. And I feel like there's no real way to copy paste that. You can copy paste for a little bit, take what somebody else is doing and copy it, but then you should take what you like and take what you don't like and implement certain things into your own programming. Not just, this is what C-Bum does for his arm day, I should do the same exact thing for mine. Because you're not C-Bum. You're not eating what he's eating. His parents aren't your parents. You're not taking what he's taking. You're different people. So why should the same exact thing work perfectly for him and perfectly for you? It'll probably work pretty good, can't be the multi-time Mr. Olympia and not know at least a bit, not have anything to learn. But also doesn't mean that you should do exactly every little thing that they do. Sure, I'm sure you could try to copy Ronnie Coleman's entire training. Sorry. It's really not sitting that well. That's why I normally don't drive with it. Yeah, sure, you could try to do Ronnie Coleman's whole program, but I doubt you're strong enough. And you're probably going to lose a few discs in your back in the process. You might get big, but you ain't Ronnie Coleman. So you could take inspiration from things, you can try things and learn how to implement them into your own programs, your own systems. That's where I feel like if you have a coach, which nothing against coaching, it should really be personalized. They should get to know you and the coach should work together to help make something that is good for you. Rather than just, hey, here's my program, buy it, do it. It'll get you the same results as every other person who's bought it. I'm sure it'll be good, but like, I'm not super for that. I'm super for that. But whatever floats your boat. If you're the kind of person that super likes to follow somebody else's pre-made program, go for it. Whatever gets you in the gym, whatever gets you lifting. Me, I like to write my own stuff. I like figuring out my own things. Recently, I started actually writing it, just to track my weights and stuff. And it's been nice to at least record my strength. I have noticed with pull days versus arm days, biceps are so much weaker. Because I've already done, because I'm doing them at the end, so there's less focus. I did like 3 reps of a weight I can sometimes do 10 of when I was cut. And now that I've gained weight a little bit, I'm more carved up, yet I'm weaker because the split has changed. So it's important to record those things, and it's important to take note of them, but also not let it be all consuming and be like, oh no, I've gotten weaker at this one thing. That means I need to stop what I'm doing wrong. It means I need to adapt. Biceps aren't really the focus right now. I want to maintain them. I want to keep my solid arms. But I want to get a bigger back. Anyway, it's pouring rain, so I probably should be distracting myself too much while I'm driving. And this car talk has already gone on long enough. With the attention spans and all that, I'm not confident that you'll stay for a full hour while I yap. So I'm going to call it here. I'll get this edited in a day or two. I will see you then, and I will see you next for legs.